They were inseparable for 30 years, Stan and Ollie, the first and finest of cinema's comedy duos. Their slapstick pranks made them stars of the silent screen, and when the talkies arrived, they simply added their voices as varnish to the old routines. The comic characters had been set early on. Laurel was the good-natured idiot, a child in an adult's body. Hardy was the pompous, self-promoting charmer with both feet firmly planted on a banana skin. But behind those comic masks, they were very different. In fact, Stan Laurel, who was English-born, was the brains behind the act.
When were you last over here?
1932, wasn't it?
That's right. 1932. Now you're over here again. What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to do some personal appearances and also a picture.
What's the picture going to be called?
What's the name of the picture?
Robin Hood, I think. Robin Hood. Robin Hood. That should be good fun.
We hope so.
Are you visiting any relatives over here, Stan? I believe you come from Ulverston.
That's right. I'm going to visit my dad and my sister and a few cousins.
There are quite a lot of them over here.
There are quite a few.
What about you, Oliver?
Well, I've got a lot of cousins over here, too, I hope.
Anything you especially want to do over here, Oliver?
Nothing but try and make the people happy, and will you keep quiet a minute? And have a good time, and have everyone else have a good time. I'm talking to the gentleman. Will you keep quiet just a moment? And then I think that after a couple of weeks, we might... What is it?
You're standing on my foot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A Pathé cameraman ran into a couple of old friends, Oliver Hardy and Stan Laurel, on their way to the capital for the Royal Command performance. And Mr. Laurel was being as difficult as ever. Those gentlemen seem to be having trouble with the French food situation. But why are they worrying? Over here, they'll be darned lucky if they get any food at all.
That newsreel joke about food was inspired by rationing, which was still in force. For Laurel and Hardy were touring post-war Britain to raise the morale of the natives by doing a few turns on the variety stage. Or so it was reported. Truth was, their fabled partnership had fallen on bad times. Laurel, who managed their act and wrote all the sketches, had quarreled with practically every studio in Hollywood. He wanted the freedom to try something new and kept being denied it. Meanwhile, they were making fewer films and their American audience was shrinking fast. And now here they were in England, trying to crank some new life into one of their old movie routines for the benefit of the Pathé camera team. No one knew it then, but this was almost a farewell appearance. They would make only a few more movies together and then drift apart.
How long do you think I'll be in here, Doctor?
Oh, at least a couple of months.
Gee, that's great. This is the first time in my life I've had such a wonderful rest.
Preserved on film, the beautifully constructed comedy of their vintage years would never be forgotten.